This is Born Skywalker. What you're about to hear is a true story.
Oh, déjà vu.
Deja vu is usually a glitch in the Matrix. It happens when they change something.
Born Skywalker. Born Skywalker.
I want to tell you about that incident up there. You know Ballston Commons? It's off of Wilson. I think it's Wilson Boulevard in Virginia, like Upper Arlington. It's a mall. It's a mall up there.
Okay, yeah.
It's called Ballston Commons, man. This is like 89, 1990. This is about 1990. Me and Troy was up there. We was down in the evening. And we went to the ATM that was like underneath an escalator, like in the evening. So we went to the ATM and behind us walked a couple. It's like a young couple, like a young 22, 23-year-old couple. They walked up behind us and they were waiting for us. So me and Troy was like saying, that girl bad as shit because the girl was bad. So we get the money, I get the money out of the ATM, we get on the escalator and we still looking back down over at them because we still tripping off the girl. So we get to the top of the escalator, man, we did the right turn, walk 50 feet, and then turn left into Britches, and they was in the store. I almost had a heart attack, man. I stopped, man, And I just stopped, man. I just wanted to get on the ground and curl up like a baby, man. That shit scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, that's a good mind, bro.
I was like, what the fuck? I said, Troy. I hit Troy in the shoulder and said, look, they right there. And Troy just didn't, he just like, whatever. He kept walking to the back of the store. So I ran back out the store and looked back down at the ATM and they weren't there. I never told that story to no. I told it to maybe about 3 or 4 people. Man, I was listening to some Coast to Coast about 2 years ago. And this dude it's whack now, it's weak now, but this dude called in and said, he had to see something he wanted to tell. It was like a strange story that he had to tell. And he said, one day he was stuck in traffic. And it was like a 2-lane highway, and it was like, it was bumper to bumper, they weren't moving. It was like, you move 5 feet every 2 minutes. So he said he drove up beside this family. He said the whole family just was turned and looking at him. He said they didn't look like regular humans. And they were staring at us. And then, he drove up past them like 5 car lanes. And then when he got to the 5th car, he looked over at the 5th car and it was the same family. And when he said that, I said, that just blew my head. I was like, finally, somebody said some shit like what happened to me. I thought I might have told you that, but I never told nobody that, man. I told a few people, but I only talk about it because I had a witness there. Troy saw that shit. If Troy was there, I'd have never told nobody that shit. And this shit sounds so fucking crazy. Like, we was looking at it. When you get to the top of the escalator, the Britches store, the display case in the side of the wall is right there. So Britches is right there. So we had to walk along the showcase of the Britches to go in it. So it was like they were right under us as we were walking. Cause we're on the escalator going up, and I'm looking over at them like, man, that girl bad. She was crying as shit. And then when we got to the Britches, they was in the store, man. That shit is, to this day, that shit is just mind-boggling.
It's a mind-boggling stuff.
And they didn't look at me, man. That's the thing. I was like, I stopped. I know they know I was looking at them. I stopped right there at them. I was like staring at them. And they did not look at me.
Deja vu is usually a glitch in the Matrix. It happens when they change something.
I went back down there and to try to see if they took elevator. It was nothing. It was no way. It was absolutely no way they could have got up there. I mean, we even went into the back of the store to see that if there was a way that they could have came up from the back. Because behind, if you have the ATM, that wall that's behind us is the back of Bridges. It's just below Bridges. So we was like, man, I was tripping out over that shit, man, for the longest time. And I just stayed away from Ballston Commons for that shit for the longest time. Every time I go up there, I think about this. That shit was incredible.
Explain that to me. Am I asking a hard question?